Happy Friday. I tried to pause that song before it started. I have Pokemon cards to open, not the scam pack. Oh my god, why? Why do you do that? True. Except I have to go back to Zelda next month. I got a scam pack yesterday, except it wasn't a scam pack because I got 2 different Milceries that I don't have. Milcery, sorry, I can't pronounce it. It makes so much more sense if I say Milcery, though. Anyways, I already opened the box thing. I got a Fido coin, an EV card, and then the pack. There is a card that I want. This is Destined Rivals. I want the Team Rocket's Meowth. I can't open this. Crosby! I want the Team Rocket's Meowth so bad. What are the chances I get that? Hello, cards, come out. Fire Energy, Ethan Slugma, Yanma. I don't know who these guys are. Cynthia's Gibble, Pineco, Team Rocket's Muck, Team Rocket's Giovanni, Cynthia Spiritomb. Who are these people? Heat Rotom. I think I got this card last night in my scam pack. Kangaskhan. When is Linebeck being replaced with Heracross? Should I do that? And Blaziken, wow. Wow. Oh, I got the non-holo Heat Rotom. Let me show you guys everything I got. I got my Milceries. These are... My boyfriend gives me the cute cards, and I give him the ugly ones. So these are the ones that he gave me. Purloin. He always gets the cuter packs, too. Sprigatito. Lily's Cutiefly, which I needed because I have Lily's Ribombee. Lotad. Darumaka. I think I have this card already. Numel. I kept a Super Potion. Team Rocket's Raticate. My Heat Rotom. Team Rocket's Porygon. Team Rocket's Blipbug. Team Rocket's Rattata. Cynthia's Rosalia. Clamperl, and my Oinkologne that I use in my deck. My best Oinkologne. I think that's my best card in my deck, to be honest. Like, I have some, like, EXs and stuff, but I think that Oinkologne is my best card. That's what I get for only keeping the cute ones. I don't have any good cards. Let me turn this on. Let me know how the audio is. I haven't touched anything, so if it changed, then it's not my fault. We should give Linebeck Heracross as a pet. I guess that would be his Pokemon. Linebeck's Heracross. When is that card coming out? Where am I going? Does anyone know? I can't see that. I made it really small. All the way across the map. as I've already been. Is that a thing? Oh, there's a witch wrong. I don't know how to zoom out. I don't know how to use this map in general. yellow. Forgot that kids have unlimited energy. I don't know who that is. I am ready. If I remember how to do it. Is it this? Oh, she's clapping. She's ready. To connect to the internet. It's crazy. I hope I'm doing this right. Yay! Do I have anything? Any doubles? Who do I see often? Oh, she's so cute. Oh, well, I can catch this guy easy. Behind me. I don't know if you can see him. So cute. Take good care of Heracross. I will. You can easily throw around an object that is 100 times its own weight. Thank you. Who should I replace? Where is it? Am I blind? Oh, it's right here. Who should I replace? Oh, I said to get rid of this guy. The guy that I traded. I was looking for Pete. some weird dog Pokemon, and it was really creepy. Oh, it was Snubble? Snubble? I mean, that's just Detective Pikachu. I think. Did not like that. Why would they put everything like across the map? Like every time I have to go somewhere, it's across the map from where I am. planning on playing this game like late. I am enjoying this game. Welcome in. This is my second Pokemon game. I don't have much to compare. Who's your favorite Pokemon? Mine is currently Heracross. That's my current number one. I also like Lucario and Meowth. I have one of those Charizard too. I'm really much about it. This is really cool. You can't do anything. You can't get anything in the cards that open today. Straight in the way, did I? It's still like blue ones, I think? I don't know. Blue or black, I can't really tell. Why can't I catch this guy? Look how you flip it. What the heck? Why can't I catch this guy? Did you catch the guy or me? Did you do this too? Why can't I catch this guy? It's just a bird. I don't understand. As low as I can make it without killing it. There we go. That was so many Pokeballs. Can I get a love ball? Oh, you know what? I didn't trade played my 2 Japanese cards with a love ball. I traded a PM to the rainbow. Blazing flames as it moves to the steps of its passion. This guy in this game, and I was like, what the heck? What do you mean? Now I have to catch all the deerling. Deerling have different scents depending on the season. Scents? When a distinct grassy smell starts to waft from one, you know that summer has begun. Loafing around? Oh, like I can't use Heracross, like, at all? flower on his head. Acrobatics. Sprint at over 70 miles per hour while carrying a human. The rider's body heat warms Cesar's back as if she touched on spirit. And ride with him. I think I like this story. Looks-wise, not my favorite, but it's gonna stay. Where did the guy go that I was trying to... Is this not a Pokemon? What do I do with this? I gotta... Okay, Heracross, you're going back in the box for right now. I don't know why, but it felt right. I don't know. Is that it? I don't have one of these. He's kind of fun stuff like that. I've been ignoring it because I thought I had one. The more Litleo trains its body and spirit by battling mighty enemies, the hotter its mane will grow. Need that guy. females are fussier than the males. If another creature dirties a female rookedy's wings, it'll peck the offender relentlessly in a burning rage. Understandable. I got a pop quiz. No! I don't like this. Oh my god, there's Toro. Is that your name? Yes. weather gets cold, Skiploom's flower closes, and the Pokemon cannot photosynthesize. So it flies away to 100 meters. in the tree and they still lost it. past. I didn't pause the game. She walked past and she was like, Iona's super cute. That is not yellow. That is green. What's your opinion? Are we that delayed? That is not yellow. That is green. It's like a lime green. That's great. These are yellow. I might come back when I have like a house. Salmon? I don't know. The fish. Why are there like so many buildings in this Maybe one day they'll remake it and it'll be better. Hey Cupid, it's me. How's the gym journey? Which one are you going for now? Wait, seriously? I'm close by. Hang on, I'll come say hi. Hey, hey, there you are. Look at you with the 2 gym badges already. Awesome. And this is the gym you chose to be number 3, huh? Well, you're up to the challenge for sure, but like, just to be safe. You probably better have a pre-gym warm-up battle with me. Yeah, there's that enthusiasm. Come on, the field of battle awaits. Didn't say anything about my new haircut. Before you take on a gym, it's good to see if you can find the battle court and check it out. It helps to see where the court is, what it's made of, stuff like that. Those things might affect how the battle goes. You know, Cupid, one look at your face and it's obvious that you're getting even stronger. I think it's time I started introducing you to some of my harder hitters. Alright, ready? Let's have us a fruitful battle. Yep, your skills are ripening quick. She only gave me 1,300. Man, you sure battle like someone with more than 2 gym badges. Well, that was a great battle. Cool for sure. Here, take these with me. I challenge you again literally right now, but champions have to be understanding, so I'll hang back and respect your time. Keep on collecting badges for now, and this battle next time we run into each other. Stupid. How do you get even stronger? Like, way stronger. Once you do, you and me can just battle our hearts out. Alright, time for you to whoop that gym test. Sing it. Valencia gym. In order to face gym leader Iona, you'll first need to pass the gym test. Yeah, but the mega evolutions are cooler. You have to star in one of Iono's streams, so she's a streamer too. We want you to dazzle her audience with your skills and rack up their subscriptions. Just head outside and you'll soon find out what you need to do. Now get out there and have fun. Well, I'm a streamer too. Is this gonna give me subscriptions? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Iono Zone. Streamer. Someone just dropped a bunch of pots and pans. She's a VTuber. Hey, your eyeballs are mine. Caught in my electro web. Who's a what's it? Iono. I'm the gym leader here. The gym leader? Indeedy do. I kick it as gym leader when I'm not producing sweet content on the internet as an influencer to bring dreams to the masses. And I hope this doesn't come as too much of a surprise, but you're being broadcast live to the world right now. Smile. Anywho, Challenger, thanks for coming out to the Levencia gym this evening. I'm super happy you're here, but I'm also a bit of a celeb, you know. I'm all kinds of busy, so I can't collab with you unless I know you can bring those sweet tea gotta make sure you can bring some real passion to my stream. And so if you want to battle me, you're gonna have to help me make this live stream a viral hit first. Got it? Yeah. I can tell you just can't wait to get started. Well then. Allow me to explain the plan. Come out, Mr. Walkabout. Oh, Cupid, what a coincidence meeting you here. Say what? Do you guys know each other or something? This here dude had a real aura about him when he was walking down the street, so I snatched him up with my helium here. You are too kind. Anywho, Cupid, since you're today's challenger, I'm gonna have you play hide and seek with Mr. Walkabout here. Look for the good gentleman using the street surveillance cameras. Find him 3 times and you can consider the street fast. We need a better name for this challenge though. I'll call it Where in Levencia is Mr. Walkabout? title saved. There's nothing iffy about it or anything, right? Whatever. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go. Get ready to hide, Mr. Walkabout. I feel that I owe the Pokemon League for many a past favor, so I am more than happy to help. Please bear with me as I try my advice in my allocated role. Why do they always have a streamer? Mayhap or Dapper Gentleman is ready. Hey, Mr. Walkabout, you good to go? Yes, I am. Ready, DD. Mr. Walkabout is hiding somewhere in this video feed, friendo. Open those eyes wide like a Magnemite and get to searching. Ready or not, here our challenger comes. I feel like I'm playing Wii Play. Like, this is just that me game research for me. Oh dear, it seems you found me. The challengers found Mr. Walkabout. Bowser, you did it. You're one cool kid. Well then, before we move on to the next round, let's make things a little more interesting. You get to have a battle with some of my fans. Get out here, you silly Pokemaniac. The Iono Hype Squad is here, along with the Iono Squad. Spice things up again before moving on to the next round. Siono's watching. I can't do this. They're saying don't. Stopping you, Master of Seeking and Master of Battling. You're the real deal. Alrighty then, time for a change of scenery. The last stage this place right here, the battle court, where battles are raging. Can you find our Mr. Walkabout among these randos? My, admirably done. I hope you will find your treasure in your independent study with just as much ease. Ooh, my subscriber numbers are on the rise like a super fast Electros crawling out of the ocean. Congratulations on passing the dream test. Hot diggity dang, what a good time, huh? You had people on the edge of their seats worldwide. I bet I could have some super rad streams by collabing with you, Cupid. So when you're ready, just hit up my lobby chat. They'll get you all set up with a collab with me, okay? Gave your performance a thumbs up. Amazing job. Everyone including the test. Her colors were like a lot more brighter. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are mine, caught in my electro web. Why did she say Space Challengers flying high like a waterfall. It's Cupid. Yay! How are you feeling about the style, Cupid? Boom, we got a straight talker here, eh? No nonsense. I like it. Alrighty then, who's ready to see me kick some butt? Looks like you're all getting hyped. Ah, thank you. Oh, I went from that one. Put this show on the road. How strong is our calendar? I don't know. Let's find out together. Give me a battle that I can buy all my but I lost. Thanks for cheering me on anywho, my loyal fans. Well then, what does our challenger get for beating me? The lean, mean, streaming queen? I'll tell ya, Cupid, you win. A gym bag. Ooh. Screen cap this quick. This will be a shot you'll want to save in your brain spaces forever. Buy the Byzies. With 3 gym badges, Pokepals of up to level 35 will be easier to catch. They'll listen to you when you ask them to do it. That's my thanks for such a sweet pick. I'm gonna give you a TM. Why would it spell it out like that? If any of you found our electrifying battle to be shocking, go smash that subscribe. Your eyeballs are mine, caught in my electro web. I know the supercharged stream right now. I like that she's talking about eyeballs. Pardon me, hello? Hi. You just defeated the gym leader, yes? And your name is Cupid, if I recall correctly. Tell me, do you seek to become a champion? Just what I hope to hear. You have a rare talent, especially for your age. Aim high, greater heights are within your reach. Oh, but I've gotten ahead of myself. I am Gita, chairwoman of the Pokemon League, the organization that runs these gyms. As you seem to be collecting gym badges, I suspect we'll meet again down the line. Until then, good day to you. It's you, Cupid. Like I said before, the name's Clive. Please don't forget. Anyway, Cupid, I owe you one. Thanks to you, I've been accepted into Operation Starfall. I need answers. That's all. How do I resolve this situation with Team Star? And what's causing its members' odd behavior? Team Star is the subject of more than a few nasty rumors swirling around the academy, you know. Some say their bullying has caused a worrying number of students to drop out of school. Hi, welcome in. How are you? Others say they're holed up in their bases, plotting to cause trouble for the academy. But these are rumors. The matter I am directly confronted with is something else. Talking about Team Star's persistent truancy, they've all been skipping class for a while now. 5 of them in particular, the so-called bosses of Team Star. But so much as set foot inside the classroom floor here. This is my first playthrough, and it's my second Pokemon game. I just beat Legend ZA last month. It seems the team's rank and file have recently started stirring up mischief as well. So I took it upon myself to issue a direct order to Team Star to disband. I cannot speak. Well, I tried to play Emerald last year, but we don't talk about that. It crashed on me and I didn't play it anymore. I informed them that they should refuse. I would have no choice but to expel all students affiliated with their team. But I'm afraid there's been no response, and the deadline I set for them to make their choice between dissolution or expulsion is nigh upon us. So you see, when I overheard you talking on the phone to Cassiopeia, it couldn't have come at a more crucial time. It's Cassiopeia, can you hear me? Or whisper. Another time then. Whisper, be careful. I see you're coming up to one of Team Star's bases. Is there someone with you just now? Well, be warned that Team Star will have its guard up after losing one boss too already. The space won't go down as easily as the last one. Proceed with extreme caution. Be in touch. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't play Pokemon as a kid. I always had the cards, I just never played the games. Well, you can't be here. The space belongs to Team Star. If you don't clear out real quick, like, I'll have to come at you with self-defense. Get me? I mean, when I was younger, we mostly just played Naked Mario and Dance. Stuff that actually made me go on, I guess. So I never played. Right, having me to self-defense is not right out of here. I played there was like a Pokemon. Why are my guys being dragged out? this game this much. The other one took me 2 months to beat. Cassiopeia told me to go back to Fire Creek base. I thought I'd come give you some backup now, but it seems you're all set. Is that you, Carlos? Well, I'm also playing Paper Mario. It's another game I'm playing. I thought so. What are you doing here? I only play this twice a week. I'm having, like, ear problems, so I've been taking really short streams, to be honest, because my ear do you know this little fellow? This is Charles the Target Egg. He's one of the Pokemon the Academy takes care of with this. Charles, wait. He ran off. It looks like he may have some connection to Team Star's Fire. You better chase after him. Don't worry, I'll regroup with you soon enough. Press ahead into the base mode. I was planning on doing like 3 things today. This is my second thing. I see you dealt with the front standing guard. Nice work. Stationed inside that base is Team Star's Fire Crew. The Squad. I don't know how to say that. Their boss, Mela, is the best all-rounder of the team. She fixes any and every problem thrown her way, though her methods are heavy-handed. Her declaration of war must have made her blood boil. I bet even now her grunts are hard at work inside the base, trying to keep her fury under control. It means your best move is to take down all the grunts nice and quick. Once there's no one left to help, Mila will cool. Once there's no one left to help Mila keep her cool, she should come out and confront you. Ring the bell on the gate once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. On the way to didn't mean to do this either. I don't understand. Can I press the right buttons? Luck out beating one of our sister squads, and now she thinks she can take us on. Time to get rid of Boot King. Make sure this gate crash is what Team Star can do. And if you're listening, go faster and further. Unless you can beat 30 of our Pokemon in 10 minutes, I've lost my focus in your vehicle life. defenses are breached. It's all up to the boss now. Goku Super Saiyan 2 star. I don't know why you think I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm telling you that. is this really how it's gonna end? What a hassle. About a year and a half ago. Man, what a hassle. Pulled off just in time. Welcome back, Melly. I managed to get a bunch of charges at to evolve. That ought to be enough to power the Starmobile and finally get that hunk of metal rolling. Glad tidings indeed. Is it not so, Ortega? I'm just surprised she's not all hot air. Oh, shut it with the snide comments. You can be such an annoying twerp, you know that? As if you're any better, Mila. Being rude and saying mean things is literally your whole deal. That's not true, Orty. The girls at the academy have always been jealous of how cute Molly is. She just puts on a Shirley attitude so we'll stop picking on her. Although, I guess you're not wrong to say that her Shirley attitude is what people know her for. What? Come on, not you two, Larry. I don't say that like that. How about we leave it at that, folks? It's almost time for the big event. Yes, Operation Star. It's finally happening. And the big boss? What pray is their plan? They already got in touch with all the bullies and asked them to head over to the schoolroom. It's finally time, huh? Man, I'm so stoked. The girl's burning me right up. I burned through everything I had, and now I've sputtered out. Guess this is where it ends. That crocolore of yours really let us have it. Beating me in battle is a huge deal, so here, take this star badge and be proud of yourself. While I'm at it, you can have this TM too. Not like I'm gonna use it. I need to go through those. Let me make one thing clear. I'm not giving these to you. I'm giving them to your Pokemon. You got what you came for, and leave me alone. You're Mila from Team Star, right? There's a Pokemon I'd like you to see. Huh? Who are you supposed to be? A Charcadet? Wait. Well, if it ain't Charlos, what are you doing here? It seems he came into this space looking for you. You did? He's very attached to you, isn't he? Yeah, because I used to play with him every day back when I was still going to school. You can even tell more or less what he's thinking just by looking at the way his flames move. Do you have any idea why Charlos wanted to visit you? Charlos. To me, it looks like he's saying that he wants you to come back. Just shut it already, would you? They say Team Stars hold itself up in these spaces to plot something against the Academy. Were you aware of this? First I've heard of a stupid rumor like that. Man, nothing's changed since back then. Everyone's still spouting garbage. Then what about that modified car you were motoring around in just now? The Starmobile? We made a thing a long time ago to help us out with the big fight. But we never actually used it against anyone before you two came looking for trouble. We never used it before? And what's this about a big fight? Have you ever heard of Operation Star? Operation Star? Not Operation Starfall? No, this is the first I'm hearing of it. Huh, yeah, I guess you wouldn't know. But for me and the rest of Team Star, it's a memory we'll always treasure. Cupid, it's me. I take it that Milo's star badge is now in your possession. I think it's pretty I see. Now that there's no boss to lead them, the rest of the squad can pass along. Milo. Sorry, I got distracted for a second there again. Now, about your reward, I'll transfer some LP over to your family's phone. Save the game. You can now make more kinds of TMs using the TM machine. Hello, it's me again, from the supply unit. What the heck? Hey, stop that. Somebody help. I just want a sandwich. What? It drooled all over me. What What even is that Pokemon anyway? It's pretty awesome. Or I guess it's one word for it. Wait, is it really that special? Before I forget, here's your reward. I want that Eevee back. Can I get the Eevee back? Your name's Cupid, right? Since you're part of Operation Starfall's battle unit, can I ask you something? What do you think of Team Star? I don't know all that. Interesting. You know, some of the rumors say Team Star wasn't always a bunch of delinquents. Most of them used to be victims of bullying, or they just found it hard to interact with people. But then these misfits and outsiders found each other and banded together to form Team Star. All they wanted to do was push back against the bullies they couldn't face alone. But that's just info I got by hacking other students' social media accounts. She's one of those characters. I also found talk about some secret mastermind behind the 5 bosses, someone who recruited them to the team in the first place. I don't normally talk this much. Now my throat kind of hurts. Me. So, good luck with taking down the other bases and stuff. Let's see how close I'm next. that worm from SpongeBob called? Because that's what that reminds me of. Alaskan bullworm. Inside an old treasure chest. Sometimes it gets left in shop corners since no one realizes it's actually a Pokemon. I saw him earlier. I don't want to do that actually. Dang, 390. Like him. Cupid, you managed to pin down the Titan. That's the lurking steel Titan. It's, well, it sure is long. I think our little friend might be even feistier now after eating those herbs. We're gonna need to do this together, Cupid. Doesn't matter how big the phone is, victory's gonna taste so good using Wait, he's not gonna put another Pokemon? We did it, Cupid. Way to go, little buddy. Did you get a good look at its face, though? I didn't expect a Titan to be such a little cutie. My nose is about to start running. 1 second. But if we go in here, we'll find more of that Herba Mystica it ate before. Let's go find it before that thing can regroup. You told me that thing can come back? I'm sure there's some here too. Aha. I knew it. I spy Herba Mystica. Salty Herba Mystica? Another successful search. We're on a roll. Now then, let's see. What does the book have to say? Well, apparently, salty Herba Mystica helps with aching hands and feet. Good for neuropathy and numbness. You need that. When you've got muscle weakness, it's exclusively build it back again. This is music. This will definitely help Napo stuff. Come on, Cupid, let's get some food going. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here you go. Another one of your favorite old Elven sandwiches. It comes with a special Titan bag. The Pokemon League may not recognize it, but I hope you appreciate it all the same. Did you make him one? Figured this might happen. Don't worry, I made extra this time for that brood of yours. Thank you. Come on out, Mabo Stiff. Got some for you too, bud. That's it. Small bites, small bites. One bite for each. Yay, we can jump higher, finally. Come on, at least bother to in its own sort of way. Oh yeah, before I forget, Cupid, take another look at this. There's always a Titan Pokemon near the Urban Mystica where we find them, right? Like the book says, it's not like big old Pokemon just happen to live in these herbs. It's actually something in the herbs that's making the Titan so big and strong. So does that mean a Titan's lair isn't really some kind of treasure hoard or whatever? It's just a pantry where the Titan keeps its food? Oh, you done with your sandwich, Maybo Stiff? Roof? You heard that, right, Cupid? Maybo Stiff just woofed, right? Yes. Right, I'm not imagining things. Roof. See? See that? I knew I wasn't just hearing things. Oh, Maybo Stiff, who's my best bud, huh? Who's the best of boys? You are, yes you are. Sniff. It's been so long since I heard that woof. Maybo Stiff is definitely getting better. Ever since I teamed up with you, good things keep happening. But we've still got 2 more herbs to go. Hope you'll stick it out until we're done. Calling me. Hello, Cupid. This is Toto. I think I have a card of him in my back. I detect that Miraidon has regained more of its original power. While you're riding upon it, it seems it can now jump higher and crush and hold the e-bike. Please continue to take good care of Miraidon. I'm coming for you. This Pokemon lives in arid deserts. It maintains its metal body by consuming iron from the soil. Dang, the noise sits at 83 pounds. loves things that sparkle. When it sees a shiny object, the gold coin on its head shines too. Aww, it weighs 9 pounds. I'm gonna have to see if some on the ground. Like, that's the wrong one. I did 3 things today. That's what I wanted to do. And I got a meow. And a shiny female Heracross. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna find someone to raid. I'm gonna raid Okie Dokie because they raided me the other day and they're— oh. Why am I on my sounds? She raided me the other day. And they're playing Pokopia. I can't say that game name. Why was my thing on the sounds buttons? Did not mean to play that sound. I'll be back on Monday with this, and I will see you guys later in live stream, I guess. Oh, I have 3 viewers. I'm kind of embarrassed, actually. I'm actually gonna cancel that raid, and I'm not gonna raid, because I'm kind of embarrassed. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Bye.